What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Travis Scott legitimately injured Cody Rhodes, Triple H promises more twists and turns for WrestleMania 41, the real reason Io Sky won the WWE Women's World Championship, AJ Styles announces his retirement date, was the barbed wire real at Elimination Chamber, a top WWE star missing WrestleMania 41, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlemania XL. Now, as always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start off with the good as number 1, Io Sky wins gold. Now, Io Sky is your new Women's World Champion, a surprise move that could shake things up for WrestleMania 41 and remind fans that she's more than just a member of Damage Control. Why does she win it? We'll get into that later. Number 2, Chad Gable's Lucha Mystery getting interesting. Now, is Chad Gable going to become a luchador in order to defeat WWE's luchadors? Gable's quest for answers is getting quite interesting, and last night's segment was a fun vignette that, with any luck, will pay off soon. Number 3, Punk roasts Cena and The Rock. CM Punk absolutely roasted John Cena and The Rock, calling out the bold frauds for their actions against Cody Rhodes and promising payback on both heels. The promo was vital to Saturday's so-called industry-shaking event because The Rock and John Cena didn't appear to follow things up, a potential weakness for the storyline that WWE will have to protect every week. But instead, CM Punk distracted fans from the heel's absence by reminding everyone he's the last person to worry about The Rock being on TKO's board of directors. This reaffirmed Punk's credentials as someone who does whatever he wants and hinted at a future match with John Cena. Number 4, Seth vs Punk keeps getting better and better. As Seth Rollins vs CM Punk continues to sizzle, something somewhat shocking when you break down their weekly segments and realize it's as formulaic as it gets. One of the two talks trash, followed by a break-apart brawl. While this booking approach could get tiresome quickly, Rollins and Punk are such masters of their craft that they find nuanced ways to keep it fresh. Number 5, a great follow-up from the Elimination Chamber. The WWE pulled no punches last night, keeping fans glued to Raw with one strong segment after another. While wrestling shows should do this every episode, this one was particularly important because WWE likely had more people tuning in following John Cena's heel turn on Saturday's PLE. Number 6, 3 thrilling title matches. WWE gave fans who wanted to follow the aftershocks from the Elimination Chamber many reasons to tune in besides The Rock and Cena's shocking attack on Cody Rhodes. 3 title matches anchored the show, with the World Tag Team Champions, the War Raiders, battling American-made Creed Brothers, a Women's Intercontinental Champion Lara Valkyria fighting Ivy Nile, and Rhea Ripley putting a Women's World Championship on the line against Io Sky. Every match delivered in the ring, adding to the prestige of the various championships at stake. And an excellent build-up for next week. Raw covered all the bases, including hyping fans for next week's mega show at Madison Square Garden. CM Punk vs Seth Rollins in a steel cage is as good as it gets, and fans will likely see Roman Reigns return to get some revenge on Seth, possibly leading to the triple threat match involving him, Punk, and Rollins at this year's show of shows. But that was good. What about the bad? Is number 1, Penta Kaiser blown spot fest. Last night's clash between Penta and Ludwig Kaiser was a classic case of two distinctive styles of wrestlers failing to gel. As good as Penta has been since his WWE debut, he still hasn't shed his ring rust, as seen by the many blown spots between him and Kaiser. WWE may want to rethink this program unless it wants both wrestlers to look like they belong on the indie card. And number 2, is Judgment Day even relevant anymore? The Judgment Day has had a great run since Edge formed the faction in 2022, but ever since Damian Priest left, the group has floundered. The group no longer commands the same respect that it had, and as sad as it may seem, it may be time to send the various members on their way. Up until recently, the group was an effective way to elevate talent, but now it just seems to be dragging its members down. That was nothing downright ugly. Despite some missteps, Raw was a fantastic episode, and one that capitalized on the incredible buzz from Elimination Chamber, giving fans many reasons to stay tuned and come back next week. What do you guys think of the Red Brand this week? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Now, first story looks at Travis Scott injured Cody Rhodes. Now, top of today's news is a follow-up to the speculation where the rapper Travis Scott landed a hard-way punch on Cody Rhodes at Elimination Chamber. Now, a new report from The Observer claims that Cody got hurt. I'm pretty sure it was Travis Scott that did it. I heard he had a busted eardrum and a black eye. Now, it is pretty clear that when Travis Scott was working on Cody Rhodes, he delivered a hard slap to his face. You could even see John Cena looking at The Rock thinking, oh shit. Next up, Triple H promises more twists for WrestleMania 41. Now get ready for some more twists and turns on the road to WrestleMania, at least according to the Observer's Brian Alvarez, who shared this after Elimination Chamber. When the Chamber show was over, there was a bunch of matches that seemed like, okay, now we know what we have for Mania. We've got this match, this match, this match, and I was told that there were more twists and turns coming. So if you think that you know the Mania card based on what happened at Elimination Chamber, there are going to be some changes. Next up, the real reason Io Sky won the WWE Women's World Championship. Io Sky is your new Women's World Champion, a situation that on paper isn't surprising, as Sky holds a spotless record against Rhea Ripley in their various singles matches over the years, but given Ripley's status as a megastar, this was still shocking to many. Her fans are now curious why WWE pulled the title of Ripley less than 2 months after she regained it from Liv Morgan and less than 2 months before WrestleMania 41. After all, doesn't Rhea Ripley vs Bianca Belair seem like a bigger main event than Io Sky vs Belair? A close look at Io's win suggests WWE is just beginning to develop the match involving the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. As just mentioned, there are more twists and turns coming to Mania, which could include the Women's World title match. Now there are a few possible reasons. The first is to cement Sky's status as a top female star. While Sky isn't in the rarefied air of people like Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Bianca Belair, just to name a few, this win solidifies her spot as a main eventer. The second reason that is in all likelihood WWE will book a triple threat match between Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, and the interaction between all three tonight all but confirms this. And just note what we said in our previous news story about Triple H making more twists and turns as we head into WrestleMania 41. This was definitely one of those shocking twists, as nobody would have expected Io Sky to win on Raw. Next up, Liv Morgan roasts Rhea Ripley. Liv Morgan spared no time to throw a shot at Rhea Ripley following Io Sky's win over Morgan's longtime rival. Liv replied to a Netflix tweet announcing Io's win with this message and emoji saying, "And you." Morgan added a photo of herself kissing her WWE Women's Tag Team Championship belt just to add a little bit of salt into the wounds. Next up, an update on Rey Fenix in WWE. It looks like Rey Fenix is WWE bound, as PW Insider is reporting that Rey has been taken off AEW's website and that he's believed to be a free agent now. In addition, WrestleVotes tweeted, "Spoke with the WWE source regarding the Rey Fenix news making the rounds. With him being free and cleared, the expectation backstage is that he joins WWE sooner rather than later." Source added they wouldn't be surprised if Fenix ends up on the WrestleMania card, but noted there's no exact timeline in place. Do you think Penta will team up with his brother Rey? Are you guys looking forward to Rey Fenix in the WWE? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, AJ Styles announces his retirement date. Now AJ Styles is making a bold promise concerning his wrestling career, as during an interview with Chris Van Vliet, the Phenomenal One revealed, "I've thought about it a lot, much more than I should have. I should have known what I was doing by now, but it's so hard because you enjoy it so much, and I enjoy being around my friends. Don't get me wrong, I love being at home, but the opportunity to see them and see them doing well, seeing them smile and seeing them grow." Styles praised a slew of superstars including Roman Reigns, the Usos, Cody Rhodes, and Gunther for their continued growth and told Van Vliet he loves watching them work and working with them. However, he's now given a solid date as to when he's retiring. "I've said this and said this, but I will not wrestle at 50. I promise you that." AJ turns 50 on 2nd June 2027, which means his retirement is fast approaching. Next up, the Wyatt 6 returning soon. A WWE fan should be seeing the Wyatt 6 soon, as a new report from PW Nexus indicates Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy, is now cleared to compete again. There's no word on what's next for the faction, but some fans believe Alexa Bliss will join them very soon. Next up, was the barbed wire real at Elimination Chamber? Our fans are still talking about Elimination Chamber's incredibly violent, unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, which included several sick spots, including one where Sami produced a steel chair wrapped in barbed wire. And now Fightful Select is reporting that the chair was not gimmicked or shaved down by the request of one of the match's combatants. This was 100% real barbed wire in a WWE match. As Mick Foley has pointed out in various interviews, when he faced Triple H in the Attitude Era, the barbed wire used against him was gimmicked. However, the barbed wire used against Mick Foley was 100% real. This would likely explain the many cuts on Sami Zayn's back. Next up, a top WWE star missing WrestleMania 41. It looks like Asuka is sidelined from the devastating knee injury she spent the last 9 months recovering from. In an exclusive story from Bodyslam.net's Cassidy Haynes, sources have confirmed to Bodyslam.net and were reported by Cody Rhodes in the Bodyslam and PWN Discord that Asuka is expected to remain out of action for at least a couple more months, with the return timeline likely falling sometime after WrestleMania. While there was some initial hope that she could be back sooner, we're told that WWE is taking a cautious approach to her recovery. The Empress of Tomorrow's fans are eager to see a return, and we're sending our continued best wishes for a fast and full recovery for the former women's champion. And finally, a Becky Lynch and Cora Jade Twitter exchange raises eyebrows. Now, is there something going on between CM Punk and fellow superstar Cora Jade or Roxanne Perez? Punk is known for enjoying the company of many NXT's young female talent, particularly both Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez, to whom he appears to be very close with. However, a tweet from Becky Lynch has some fans raising their eyebrows. This began after CM Punk cut a promo on Seth Rollins telling Becky to come get a man. This led to a shocking tweet from Lynch where she tweeted photos of Punk and Roxanne Perez from Elimination Chamber wearing matching ring outfits, and commenting, "Catching up on Raw, and I don't think I'm the one who needs to come get my man." But then Cora Jade may have made an indirect reference, saying weird behavior. Now both Becky Lynch and Cora Jade have deleted the tweets, which is probably a wise move. But there you have it, folks. I will look at this week's edition of Raw, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.